Good Motivational Monday morning. It's Denise Renee with your Monday Motivation Holiday Edition. I'm going to skip the hat for today because I've been getting makeup on it and I need to clean it off and get it ready for next week. Ha ha ha. Yes. So if you have been following me and my Motivational Mondays for this particular month, then you will know that this is week number 3 in my series preparing for 2019. And if you missed anything from before, then I encourage you to go and check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/meet, MEET, Denise Renee, and click on the videos tab and look for inspiration, or I think it's labeled inspiration or Monday motivation or something like that. And you will see those videos there, and they are listed in reverse order so you can check it out and catch up. So in the first week, I gave us some year in review questions that we can kind of go over and take stock and say, hey, what was awesome about this year and where maybe there's some room for improvement, right? And then last week, I talked about kissing your goals, not kissing your goals, but keep it super simple. So now that you have your super simple goals in place, let's talk about how to guarantee that you'll actually accomplish those goals. Because how many times do we make New Year's resolutions, or we'll set goals, but then we don't reach them and we feel really bad about ourselves. We beat ourselves up and we're like, oh, you know what? I'm just not even going to bother doing this because it doesn't really make sense. But it does make sense. Goal setting is very important. If you want to call it resolutions, setting resolutions are important, but you have to put a plan and a structure in place to make sure that you actually accomplish those goals. So, like I said last week, the first step is to keeping them simple. Sometimes we try to load up on so many things, and let's just keep it really nice and manageable and bite-sized. So now that you have your 3 bite-sized goals, manageable goals in place, let's share with you how you're going to actually make sure that you accomplish them. So, as usual, I have my notes. So if you see me looking to the side, that's what it is. So yeah, we talked about kissing your goals, and oh my goodness, last week I hinted on this. One of the most important things, and you know what, before I even go any further, let me tell you this. I'm not sharing with you guys anything that I necessarily read in a book or anything like that. These are principles that I have learned and I've tripped over. Maybe I did read them in a book somewhere, but they're definitely things that I've wound up putting in place in my life, throughout my life. And when I observed how well they worked, I was like, man, I need to do this more often. And, some of the successes that I've achieved in 2018 is definitely due to some of these tactics that I am sharing with you. So I'm honestly giving you motivation, and I'm giving myself motivation. I am encouraging myself and reminding myself of what I need to do in order to stay focused. So again, these are tips and tricks and things that have come from my life experience, and they work, guys. They really, really, really work. So don't be down on yourself. Just pick yourself up and say, I got this. I can do this. And these are simple things that you can do. Okay, so number 1, to guarantee that you actually accomplish your goal, write them down. Writing it down is so important, and I think I mentioned that last week. Write down what those 3 simple goals are. Then I like to put them on like index cards. Some people use Post-its or anything like that, but I like to put them in multiple places. In my house, in my on the fridge, on my bathroom mirror. My bathroom mirror is very effective for me. Keep something in my car, in a little notebook, everywhere that I am. If you guys, I don't work in a traditional office, but if you work in an office, just having something up on your wall or your corkboard or right next to your phone or something like that. Place your goals in places where you will see them on a daily basis several times throughout the day. You have to see them. And then you need to speak them out. You have to speak. It's really amazing when you speak out your goals, because words have creative power, and they begin to really it like changes your atmosphere, and it changes your mindset too. And when you remember and you remind yourself and you hear yourself say, I'm going to accomplish this, I'm working towards that, you start to, it's like your subconscious mind starts to go to work on what is on the actions that you need to take. And you start automatically taking actions in the direction of what you're speaking, and your belief system just comes right on up. So seeing your goal, having your goals written down is key, but take it to the next step. Write them down and put them in multiple places. Then take it to the next step. Speak those goals. Read those little cards or those post-it notes. Read them to yourself out loud several times throughout the day, every time you see it, because it's going to solidify in your mind, and it's going to make you take the right actions. And then finally, well, not finally, 2 more steps. Create some milestones. So think about, what's my goal going to look like when I actually accomplish it? What's life going to look like? Then let's see, what's it going to look like when I'm 3/4 of the way there? What's it going to look like when I'm halfway there? What's it going to look like when I'm 1/4 of the way there? So set up milestones for yourself. Get a really clear, crystal clear image in your head of what the process needs to look like and what things should look like along the way. And say, by this point, I should have accomplished XYZ. By this point, I should have accomplished ABC. Set up those milestones. You have to know what they are. And then finally, create yourself an action plan. What is it going to take every day, every week, every month? What are those actions that you need to take on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis to accomplish these goals? Write it all down. It might seem like a lot of writing, but that's okay. You'll be all right. But you'll need to look at this from time to time too, so make sure that you are on track. So you'll have your milestones. And one of the things that I like to do at milestones is actually celebrate milestones. So you could do something like, if you're a girl, do a little mani-pedi is a nice little reward. Or doing, let's say, a little day at the spa, giving yourself a massage. Whatever you'd like to do, that's a nice little reward. Going out to the movies, a nice dinner out, whatever it is. Set up milestones and set up rewards for those milestones that keep you invested and keep you engaged and keep you motivated to continue working on your goals. So that's those are my tips. Those are my encouragement for today. And you want to make sure that you accomplish your goals. So if you do not plan to accomplish your goals, you're automatically assuming failure. So hopefully those tips are really straightforward for you to help you get your 2019 in your visions, in your sight, and start to plan for it. Tell me, what are some of your success tips for reaching your goals? Share with me in the comments. I'd love to know, because I would certainly try them out this year and see how they work out for me. So if you are not following me on social media and you're liking this my series, you're liking this message, go ahead and find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter using @MeetDeniseRenee. And you can also reach me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/Meet Denise Renee. That's MEETDENISERENEE. I think I told you about how to find my past videos, and that's all I got for you today. So we will definitely see you guys next week on Christmas Eve. All right, guys, have an awesome one. Take care. And yes, I know I forgot something. Share this with somebody if you feel like they really could use this encouragement. So that's all I got to say. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome one. Okay, let's finish the video. That's what happens when you do live videos.